Image Radio is on the air.
Golden Image.
Oh, I finally got to craft this game.
Rock on.
Oh! Wow.
No, 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 no.
Hello, Golden Image Podcast listeners. It is I, Golden J, hanging out tonight with three-time podcasting favorite, the one, the only, Chico Noise. And as you can tell, we're a little short tonight. The Skywalker had a work emergency to go to, and he will not be joining us this evening. Yes, attending this evening. So it's cool. We'll manage without him tonight, but next episode he's gonna have to present two.
Oh, I'm holding him to that. He's all over it.
Yeah, he doesn't know it yet. He won't know it until he listens to this.
So right
this
now.
week. It's like, wait a minute, that's not fair. So what's been going on, Chico?
Nothing. Been a good lazy Sunday. Been
Yeah,
a good
it has.
weekend. It's been kind of relaxing, kind of nice. Spent some time with you guys yesterday and a little bit on Friday night.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just been good.
It has been. I haven't gone anywhere. We did our normal grocery shopping on Friday night because we knew everybody'd be around on Saturday, and we knew we didn't want to really do anything on Sunday. So I'm missing football season. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, me too. There are plenty of other sports running right now that we could be watching, but
That's true. I'm not really a basketball guy.
yeah, don't watch much of baseball either.
Yeah. I didn't even do a bracket this year, which is odd for me. Usually I do one every year, even though I don't know much about basketball. It's always just kind of fun.
I say I didn't do it this year either.
So I
I
haven't
was
kept up
invited.
with it.
And,
Were you invited?
yeah, and I just decided not to.
Yeah, my friend Holly asked this. She sent me hers, and she sent me a copy of her bracket, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna do one. And then I haven't heard anything from her, so I don't know if hers is busted or not. I just haven't kept up on it at all.
No, that's all right. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Is hockey season still going on? Maybe I'll watch some hockey.
Good question.
I like a good hockey match. I haven't watched hockey in years.
Yeah, I mean, neither. I like going to hockey.
Oh
Not
yeah,
really much
yeah.
into watching it.
You ever get a chance to go to a Comets game, listeners? Go to a Comets game. It is just so much fun. You get down in the jungle.
The jungle.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of really good experiences going hanging out in the jungle and watching games. I haven't been
Yeah.
in a few years. I don't think I've been since they had a arena football league in there. They had a couple different ones in Fort Wayne. I don't know I don't think they lasted more than a year. Most of them. I think they have had 2 or 3 of them. But I think they lasted a season. But those
Yeah.
were always fun. Me and Scotty went to one season, every game except the one that fell on Father's Day.
Listen, I think I went to one with you too.
I do believe you did. Nothing like a little
Look.
arena football to get your blood pumping.
Yeah. Short field, bunch of guys running into the pads on the side because
God.
they're
I'll tell you what,
flying.
yeah. That's hardcore too, man. Those guys were flying into those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
it's
sure.
a totally different setup than the NFL or even college as far as the rules and how it's played and the timing. Oh my God, the timing of those wide receivers is unbelievable. You know, coming running around the backfield about 20 yards behind the quarterback, coming running, sprinting full speed and not crossing the line before they hike the ball. I mean, it's freaking amazing to watch. So yeah, the one year, and I can't remember which team it was, the Firehawks maybe, was owned by Jeremy Golden. I remember
Yeah, from
getting
Jeremy Golden.
phone calls from like, did you just buy a arena football league? I'm like, no, you got one for sale? Because Is it in my price range? Because I'd be interested. But they were like, oh, thanks, bye. And that was my phone call. They thought some guy that worked in a 9 to 5 job in northern Indiana was buying an arena football league.
Hey, you never know.
If I'd have known, I'd have been like, oh yeah, that's me.
What do you need?
What do you want to talk about?
Are these NFL scouts calling me, or
Anybody with the Chiefs? Hey, speaking of new stuff hanging on your walls or on your thing, I got a new item up for too.
I don't know.
Look at that bad boy hanging up there. That is my Juju helmet.
And it's nice Chiefs case.
Oh my gosh. That thing was a pain in the ass to hang.
I bet.
It was not easy. It
Pretty
took two of
sweet,
us, and it's so high, and the couch is underneath it, and you couldn't stand on the couch to get high enough. And I'm whining.
Looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good up there.
Yes, it does. We're just finishing out the Chiefs room here, obviously. You look right.
The Chiefs room and everything else.
Yeah, if you look right there, that is the case that our football came in, the gold football, which is now in a case hanging in the hallway. But I need to get LED lights inside of these things.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Nice little reflection off of them.
that would be awesome. We'll work on that. Little battery powered LED lights just to stick in there so it glows. Might have to have it on a remote though. I might be getting too picky. Yeah.
Anyways, 12
Anyways,
remotes sitting there. What does this one turn on?
it's true. I mean, and then you got to be close enough to it to turn it on. So the remote has to stay somewhat close to the item that you're gonna light up. But I don't know. Just some red lights inside that case, that would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these days.
One day.
One day. All right. Well, Chico, what's on our agenda for this evening?
Well, I visited a new place that I'd never been to last Tuesday, and I think we're gonna talk about somewhere that both of us enjoy quite a bit. So.
Oh yeah. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
So I'm gonna pose the question to you.
Okay.
Have you ever been here?
I have not, and I've always wanted to go. This is one of those places that is always kind of that mystical place that everybody kind of talks about. And if you know where it is, you know where it is. But if you don't know, it might be a little difficult to find. Yes.
It was confusing to me, and I knew where it was. I was like, this is it? All right. So, located 801 North Huntington Street, Suite 12, Syracuse, Indiana 46567. Skywalker, there's your zip code. This place is called the Down Under Bar and Restaurant. And we talk about it being mystical because the entrance is in the middle of downtown Syracuse, and it's a little tiny round gazebo, covered enclosed gazebo. And you walk in the door and you walk down a little kind of half spiral staircase. It's 2 flights of stairs that turn, and you go underneath the town into this bar. It's underneath this little, I don't even know what you call it. I guess like a little strip mall area where there's like 3 or 4 businesses, and this is in the middle of those businesses. And I'll tell you what, it was kind of weird because you're walking up to this little door in the middle of downtown, and it's just it was odd, but very, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, I've seen it because I've driven down there and I've found it because it's one of those places that I have always wanted to go to. And this gazebo is just a standard, 12 by 12 gazebo at that.
Yeah,
I mean,
if even that, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you see it there in the middle of town, and you're like, oh, that's just like the park area, like that's the center of the town park. But no, it's the entrance to this bar, which I
Yeah,
love that. I love it.
it was definitely cool. It was definitely fun. We had a couple guys from our Pennsylvania plant that were down to Indiana to do some learning over the week, and they were staying in Syracuse at a place that I should cover in another episode at some
You
point. The
you probably
Oakwood Resort.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were asking everybody at work good places to eat, and they were going through Napanee one day, and I told them Hunter's Hideaway because we've always loved Hunter's. And
Right.
the next night they said, "Hey, we're going to the Down Under if you want to go," and I was like, "Never been." So I looked it up. It's 10 minutes from my house, so I was like,
Right. Right. Yeah. It's
I
not far at all.
might as well shoot down there and go. So I met them down there, and like I said, found the entrance and walked in the portal to the Down Under and ate some good food. Um, like I said, it was just enjoyable. It was a cool place. The You go downstairs and it's really kind of low lighting, really kind of relaxing feel to the bar itself. I was talking to my buddy Jared when I talked to him this oh gosh, what was that, Friday night? And I asked him if he'd ever been. He's like, it's been years, but he's like, it used to be kind of a dive. They had
Right.
like they had pinball and arcade games, and it was just kind of a little bit dirtier of a bar, but they definitely have done some updates, cleaned it up. It looks really nice. A lot of seating. The place was packed on a
Oh, I
Tuesday
bet.
night.
Yeah.
I mean,
On a Tuesday night.
on a Tuesday night, there were people everywhere. So definitely a kind of a hip and popular place to go, and I think I understand why. The food was awesome. I got a Western burger. Their menu isn't super extravagant, but I got the Western, I think is what it was, which is just your typical onion ring, barbecue sauce, bacon on a burger.
Right. Right.
But they have not a huge menu. They got sandwiches, burgers, pizza. Their pizza actually looked really good. I saw some people with it on their tables, and then a assortment of appetizers. But yeah, the Western burger was pretty decent. And then the guy that was there got the burger called the Big One,
Oh.
which is two half-pound burgers stacked,
Oh, God.
cheese, bacon, sautéed mushrooms, onions, lettuce, tomato, ketchup, mustard, pickle, mayo. And I'll tell you what, this thing was probably 8 to 10 inches tall, and a 4 or 5 inch patty round.
So what you're
And
saying? This was a fork and knife sandwich.
yeah, oh yeah, he cut it in half. I think he only ate part of the first half of it because there was
Right.
so much to it. But yeah, they're all over the place with their food. I mean, they just kind of your typical Indiana eatery.
Do they have a tenderloin?
I was just looking.
Because
Yeah, they do.
always
They do. They do.
always got
They
to
have a
go try the tenderloin.
breaded tenderloin, hand breaded, deep fried,
Oh,
any toppings you want. Probably
wow.
pretty good. I wonder how big it is. That's the question in Indiana is how big is your tenderloin?
Well, listen, I mean, I understand that because a lot of that is the question in Indiana is like who's got the biggest tenderloin, and we've been to several places over the years that have the tenderloins that fall off of the plate. They're just so big. And,
Yeah, it makes the bun look like a little
yeah,
round
like a little hat.
sequin. Yeah.
But when you do that, when you slam these tenderloins and make them so thin to make them so big, in my opinion, you lose the taste.
Yeah, you're eating breading.
Yeah, pretty much. And a couple of them that I've had that have been these big ass tenderloins just have been kind of blah. Give me. I don't need it to be much bigger than the bun. A nice thickness and a good beer batter crunch on the outside. Seasoned and marinated, whatever they do to them. I don't know. I've never figured it out, but give me one like that that's nice and juicy and just damn delicious. And it doesn't have to be the biggest one, just the most delicious one.
Exactly. Exactly. I will say I think one of the coolest parts, one of the best parts was so you get the burger, you get fries with your burger, and they asked us, each of us, if we wanted beer cheese with our French fries.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it came out in
No.
this little gravy boat looking thing, is just
No.
full, and there wasn't enough fries on the plate to get rid of all the beer cheese. So and it was good beer cheese too. It wasn't just like, and I looked at the guys and I'm like, bet they have like a vat of this in the back, and
Oh,
they just have it hot all day, ready for all the people to say, yeah, I want beer cheese with my French fries, and it was
I
good.
want I want beer cheese with everything.
I know. I mean, me too.
You
The only thing
can't
that would have
go
been better,
wrong.
the only thing that would have been better with it's pretzels.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um the last time that me and your mom actually went out to eat at at a chain restaurant, we ended up getting the pretzels and beer cheese, and it was really really good. I enjoyed it. Man, there's just something about beer cheese that just makes you tingle all over.
Oh yeah, it's so good, especially if it's made right. And theirs was made right. It wasn't thick and creamy. It was nice and like it was more of a liquidy beer cheese. It just had a good flavor. It was really good. The French fries were awesome. Like I said, the burger was awesome. His burger looked awesome. I I have nothing to complain about. It was just a really cool place to just, for one, just to go to and actually walk in, and then two, the food was great, service was great, and it was
Nice.
busy. It was busy. That was what was fun. I'm like looking, I'm wondering how many of these people are like Syracuse natives that just come here all the time, and how many people actually travel here just to say they went there because it's unique.
You're right, right. Yeah, no, it is one of the most unique places that I know of that you're in the middle of downtown and you're underneath downtown in
Yeah.
this place. But I would imagine, and this is, I don't know this for a fact because I've never been there. I haven't talked to anybody, but Syracuse and in North Webster and that area is really known for its lakes. And
Mhm.
in the summertime, you know, not only do you get the snowbirds that come back home, but those lakes are a big, big touristy area for
Oh,
fishermen.
especially
And
Wabasi. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just saying that you say it's busy right now on a Tuesday night. I can't imagine what it was like what it'll be like in the summertime on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Packed. So just be prepared if you guys are going. Just that knowledge of knowing that the Lakers are coming back, that place will be super busy. So
And I will be going back, and I'd love to go back during the summer. I don't know if they do any events or anything. Yeah, they have a Facebook page. They don't have a website, so go search them on Facebook. Just the Down Under Bar and Restaurant. Go check them out. Like their page. It looks like they have specials and stuff going on there. So yeah, go look at their page. They aren't open on Sundays, but Mondays 5 to 10, Tuesday 3 to 10, Tuesday through Friday 3 to 10, and then Saturdays also 3 to 10. So
3 to
um
10.
3 to 10. 3 p.m. to 10, not 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, man, that's not a large window of time either.
No, and that's probably why they're so busy at dinner, is because
Probably
that's when they're open. So
no
yeah,
lunch
go
specials.
no get in there, go check them out, go eat some good food. Like I said, it's just a really cool restaurant. It's an interesting concept. The guys that were going back to PA said we're gonna have to open one of these in Pennsylvania, and it might be a hit of a business.
With that in mind, I'm surprised that you don't hear more about those in these towns that have their caves and stuff like that, where they could actually do something to that effect too. Put
Yeah.
in a restaurant in some of these big caves and stuff that like Kentucky or Tennessee or whatever. Maybe
Or
there
even
is
like
some.
in the side of a mountain. Like you go in the side of the mountain. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, think about that a minute. Be crazy.
I've been to some really really nice cool restaurants in Pennsylvania, and I think a lot of them are unique. Whether like you have like Spikes around here, right, which is they have the volleyball courts out there, but then you
Right.
have all of these valleys in Pennsylvania where they have restaurants right on creeks, and they have little beaches out there, and they have a place where kayakers can get in and float the river. I mean, there's some really cool places there, but this one for being where it is and how different it was, this is just as cool as any of those that I've been to out there. So
We did one of those one time when we went to Gatlinburg. Um, it was me, Don, and Dan, and Scott. You and Montana and Little Jay and Brittany went and did something else, and we ended up stopping this little roadside. I mean, it looked like like a B&K root beer stand, basically. Like what we have around here. You parked and you went and you walked in, you grabbed a beer, and then you walked out, and the creek ran right there, and Scott and them ended up just kind of walking in the creek. Even it's just that close, and
yeah,
there was just places to set along the side, and that's all. That stuff's always really really cool. I can't remember the name of that place though, but that's beside the point. But
yeah,
I know what you're talking about because I've kind of been to one down in Tennessee. So
yeah. Just seeing how unique this place is. So yeah, if you live in the area, if you're coming through and you're up near the Syracuse area, whether if you're there for a wedding at the resort, or you're there, like Dad said, for Lakers that are coming back and you've never been there, go check it out. It's a fun restaurant. It's really cool. They have all kinds of drinks. I didn't actually even look at the beer menu, but I'm sure they've got just about everything you want. Enjoyable, fun. 801 North Huntington Street, Suite 12, Syracuse, Indiana 46567. Worth the visit
worth the trip right there
for sure.
into the big town of Syracuse. Watch out.
Yep.
I'll
That's
tell you
right.
what. Fat Billy Ray. Better put that on our list of places to go. It could be Fat Billy Ray approved.
That's right.
It could be. It ain't yet.
It
So that's
probably
why.
would be. It probably will be.
Probably. Very cool, man. Like I said, it's one of those places I've been dying to go to for a long time and just haven't had the moment to go.
Just popped up for me. And I was
Yeah.
like, sure.
The opportunity came and he took it.
That's right. And it was good enough to say, you got to go.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
I need to go.
Yes.
All right. Very nice. Well, let's talk about another place that we went to on our Southern Indiana trip last year. I mean, we did an episode, I think it was called Southern Indiana, Here We Come, where we talked about the Woodcrest Farms Airbnb that we stayed at. We talked about Spring Mill. I think we threw in the Mamas and Papas in there, that restaurant that we ate at.
And that little winery we went to.
Oh, yeah, the Carousel Winery. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was but on our way back, because we could and we wanted to, we stopped at one of Sarah's favorite stomping grounds. And the old Chico Noise has been there several times. I've only been there once before this visit, but it is a great property. It's a great winery. This is the Olive Winery.
Oliver.
And it is, what'd I say?
Olive.
Oh my God. It's been a long weekend. It's late.
Okay.
Oliver Winery. I am so sorry. It's Oliver Winery. It is located at 200 East Winery Road, Bloomington, Indiana, 47404. It's right off of Interstate 69 down there as you're coming out of Bloomington. I think it's the Wayport exit right there. You make sure you get off on that one, because if you go to the next exit north of that, you're going to travel way too far, and it's going to seem like a long trip back. So make sure you get off on that one if you're coming north out of Bloomington. But man, I can't say enough about this place. The property that they got out there, and a lot of the times most wineries have a really nice layout and all that. Oliver definitely puts in the extra when it comes to the grounds. They got the huge pond with the complete asphalted walkway around it. And then they have the tiers of the outside deck area that you can sit at. But inside, Now, let me walk you through this because it's a little different than when the first time I was there. And was it different for you the time that we were there than the time before? How they changed up their
No.
tasting?
Oh, the tasting, yeah. The
Yeah.
tasting was different, but
The first time I was there, they had a big centerpiece where you could walk up and basically get that one-on-one with the people working there to do your tastings, and they had several people that cover that big U counter in the middle. They've changed it up. Now you get a piece of paper and you basically check off what you want, and then you go up to the register and you pay for it, and then they bring that out to you. Uh, of course, that's after you get seated because you have a specific place that you're seated before you go back in to fill out your paperwork. But the flights were amazing. They didn't really jinx you, or you know, they had a nice little portion in there for you to taste.
yeah, they didn't chip you on it.
Yeah, chip. That was the word I was looking for. They didn't jip you on the portions. You definitely got a nice little a tasting amount, and I don't know. It's such a beautiful place, and the wines are so good. Now,
Yeah.
Chico, when they came out with, and you probably most people probably see this on their store counters, store shelves, is the blueberry moscato.
Yes.
And you were down there when they were running the, what do they call it?
The
The
pilot
pilot.
project.
Yeah, they call it the pilot. And you went back down and bought a whole case for everybody for Christmas one year.
I did. Loved it that much.
It is pretty damn good. So anybody that likes Oliver, try that blueberry Moscato. You will not be disappointed.
That or even the lemon Moscato kind of gives it a run for its money. I love the lemon. I love the blueberry.
Yeah.
I mean, the cherry is the only one that's kind of iffy, but I this would have been my third time. Yeah, my third time going. Sounds right. And like you said, the blueberry was a pilot project my first time, and it was coming in those little bottles because they only
Hmm.
poured them in the smaller bottles to get more out.
Right.
And then the second time I went there, that's when they started doing their hard ciders, the bean blossom ciders,
Right.
and those are so good too. You can't get enough of those. You can get those everywhere, I think now too. I'm pretty sure Meyer even sells those.
I do
And
believe I've seen them there. Yeah.
then they started putting out these peach pies, these apple pies, everything for like
Mhm.
the fall season. They started getting all this stuff coming out. So now they have all these different flavors. And it's just too hard to pick one. So most of the time when we go buy any Oliver wine, it's either blueberry Moscato, lemon Moscato, or just their original sweet red because I can never pick between any of the others. I stick to my main three and I'm happy. And
Well, this last time when we were there, they had this new the springtime wine spritzers.
mhm.
Uh I noticed that on their website, because if you go check out, it's oliverwinery.com. You can go to the website and you can look at what they've got. But they have this lavender cucumber chill, and
Mhm.
we just bought that on well, I think we did sample that. I think that was in one of the samples. So we ended up buying
So,
several bottles of it. And me and your mom, who's not really a wine girl, she actually loved these, and we would sit down and drink a bottle with supper. And
yeah,
once again, they're the pilot bottle, so they're a little bit smaller, but it wasn't like me and her would drink a whole bottle of wine to sit there at supper, but
wouldn't be the first time.
wouldn't be the first, probably won't be the last. But the lavender cucumber chill, I really, really, really like that. And I hope they keep that around. Like I said, it's on their website. It's only right now, it's only $8 a bottle. They get a
Yeah,
500
for those
milliliter bottle.
pilots.
So yeah, it's brilliant. So if you guys can get down there, bring me back a bottle or two of that if you don't mind. I wonder if I can.
Yeah, I always enjoy seeing that they always have a pilot. I don't know if they do it every year anymore, but they're always putting out a pilot, and it's always fun to go taste them and try them.
Right.
And I enjoyed both of them, the two chills that they had, because they had the citrus chill also, which wasn't too bad. It was a little bit lighter, more of a lemonish.
Right.
And yeah, I love like you said, the property there is awesome.
Oh,
The
it's,
building is amazing, and
the waterfall out front is just a spectacular piece of
yeah,
artwork too. Unbelievable.
I like to go
Yeah,
during the fall. They
yeah,
have all the pumpkins out front. It's just stacked full of pumpkins everywhere.
yeah.
The first time we went, they I don't know why it was so busy when we went, but we got there. I think that they had an event or something going on, and that place was packed. To get into the line for tasting, you had to walk all the way back into all of the barrels and stand in the back. And they were actually walking down the line handing out tastings to people standing in line of the
Really.
pilot of the I think the apple pie and the blueberry moscato. And so we were just standing there getting tastings before we even got up to get our tasting. And it's fun. They have these wine openers too, which I think they're more common now than they
Right.
were when I bought my one, but it's it folds up into this little tiny slender piece, and then you fold it open, and it's got these 2 points where you can actually leverage yourself to get the
Hmm.
cork out easier. And that's the first one I ever saw, and I still have it. I still use it, so they're definitely a good winery.
I'm telling you, if you get a chance, and I know for us in Northern Indiana, it's a little bit of a trek down there, but you will not be disappointed when you get there. It is beautiful. The wines are delicious. Uh,
Yeah.
just go down and spend some time down there hanging out on the property. Have a couple drinks and just enjoy your afternoon there. It's very laid back. It's very chill. Yeah, can't say enough about that place.
Ever since Sarah turned 21, it was one of those things we just wanted to visit every winery we could. Kind of died down a little bit in the last couple of years, but I mean, it was always fun to go check out as many as we could. And
Yeah.
Oliver was one of the first ones we did, and we found plenty of others since then. So,
Oh, yeah, but you'll have to tell us about a couple of those other ones here down the road.
oh yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
we'll talk more about um oh, now I'm drawing a blank on the one that has Aunt Minnie.
Oh yeah, yep.
You are too. That's
Yeah,
funny. Well,
Belgian horse.
there you go. It's the Belgian horse. That place
Well,
is
I
pretty great.
end of the month we will be doing the Michiana Wine Fest again, so I'm sure I'll be covering some of that, maybe some more
Oh yeah.
wineries in the area, different ones hopefully this year than last year, and um, kind of getting talk about that a little bit more. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. We've kind of depleted our backlog of places that we did last year, and we've kind of tried to squeeze in a couple that we've done this year, but we haven't. The weather wise, we just been kind of hanging out at home and doing the home stuff, and I'm ready to get back out. The campground's getting ready to open, and just ready to get out and start doing some things again with some warmer weather, and I'm looking forward to getting out to a couple of these wineries. And I still need to get to McClure's. Still need to take your mom to Tippy Creek, um, which I promised Sarah I would take her to Tippy Creek too.
McClure's is a great fall place to go
Right on.
when the apple orchards kick in and they start doing pumpkins. It's busy but it's fun.
Right.
Their ciders are awesome. It's a great place to go. They have good food too in their little building there. So
That is the one thing that Oliver doesn't have. They don't have it. It's not a restaurant. It's just a winery.
yeah,
There's no
yep.
food there.
I wouldn't
But
be
they do
surprised if that was something they add on here in the next five
couple
to
years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have the prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
They do have some little things that you can pick up so you can and while you're tasting to kind of cleanse your palate a little bit, to
Yeah.
prepare yourself for the next sample. But yeah, they do have little packets of that and some stuff like that, but it's not a restaurant.
I think you can order like the cheese trays and stuff too. I think they have that kind of stuff, but they have little coolers that have
Yeah.
those prepackaged ones. So
Yep. Yeah, I think we had a couple of those and
yeah.
all right. Very cool. Olive Winery and the Down Under Bar and Restaurant. Did I do it
Oliver
wrong?
Winery.
What did I say? Did I say Olive?
Yeah.
Oliver Winery
Hmm.
and the Down Under Bar and Restaurant.
There you go.
Good Lord. Can you tell it's late on a Sunday night?
Yes, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's late. I don't know. Keep yawning. I feel like I'm gonna make you yawn.
That's why I hide the microphone right here. So I get behind my microphone and just kind of like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah.
Not that I'm bored
Yeah.
with the conversation. It's just always we're so late in the evening when we record these that, yeah, it is what it is. We're trying to get the content out for the viewers. All
Yeah.
17
Definitely.
of you. We appreciate you.
Exactly. Well, I do highly recommend both of the places we talked about tonight. They're both amazing. They're both good. They're both good. Whether I've been there once or 3 times, I mean,
Right.
I will definitely go back to both of them again. And Oliver's one of those places that you might be able to buy it wherever you live because it's on the shelf, but
Yeah.
nothing beats actually visiting and going in and seeing.
Well,
it.
I would honestly, I would think that that would be a bigger draw to go see the actual place because if you buy, let's say you're at the Meijer, you're at the old Walmart or whatever, and you buy a bottle of blueberry Moscato, and you fall in love with, and you buy several bottles over the course of whatever a week, weekend, a month, whatever.
Yep.
You would think that would be like a bigger draw. I was like, I love this wine. I want to go to the winery. So even if you do buy it on the shelf at your local grocery store, take the time and go down. Just take a weekend or a long Saturday and just go down there. I mean, obviously depending on how far away you are, but just go do it.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed. The place is amazing.
Do it.
Just do it. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Good job, Chico. Sorry, Oliver Winery.
Oliver. ER.
Yes. ER. Yeah. Yeah. Check them out. OliverWinery.com. Can't go wrong. All right. Good job.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Hey, don't forget next week, Golden Image Podcast starts the interesting people doing interesting things section. I will have interviews. A Dog will be with me next Tuesday. So come back and check that out. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys think about we get into a couple of these. We got some really cool guests that I've met so far. Some of them I know, some of
Would you say they're interesting people?
doing interesting things, yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I am, however, as you listen to these, I've actually recorded several. I am still working on the name. The interesting people doing interesting things is kind of the tagline. It's not really a great name. It's just too lengthy. So I'm still looking to what I'm going to actually name it. But so by next Tuesday, when the episode comes out, I will have a name picked.
Yeah, I believe in you.
I'm glad somebody does. Holy crap. All right. Well, good job, Chico. Thanks for coming out and doing this with me tonight. And you'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And we'll just be listening to the Skywalker talk the entire time.
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's plan to do an episode in the studio sometime.
Let's do that. Yeah. Soon.
Yeah.
You pick the day and I'll make it happen.
I think it needs to happen again. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Love being in the studio with you guys. You know that.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Miss it.
It's true. It's a great place to just hang out.
It is.
Yeah. All right, Chico. You got my socials?
Always. Always do. Everybody, thank you for listening to Golden Image Podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Podbean, iHeartRadio. wherever you get your podcasts. You can also send us an email if you have any places you want us to visit in Indiana, or even if it's close to where we are. We'd love to go visit. Let us know where you love to go so we can tell other people about it. Send us an email.
Yeah.
Golden Mojo ENT@gmail.com.
For
You can
sure.
also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Golden Image Podcast. You can send us messages on there. You can like, share all of our posts. We are on YouTube also. Is that just under Golden Image Podcast?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so there you go. Check us out on YouTube if you want to watch us talk, which is
Yeah,
super
you never know.
exciting.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
You can see all the new stuff. If you ever pay attention what's going on behind Chico, he's always got new stuff hanging on his walls or
It pops up.
on the shelves or
The Emperor is always looking over my shoulder.
every time. Like I'm right there. There I am.
That's right. Well, once you guys are done listening to us, you can go check out all the other podcasts under the Golden Mojo Entertainment network of podcasts, whether that be the MurdNerds, the Call Guys, Indiana Chiefs fans, the United States Paranormal, or A Court of Books and Booze. All those podcasts, different days of the week. Go check them out. They're super fun to listen to, and we got a little bit of everything for everybody. So, paranormal, books, murder,
Murder.
pop culture, and then football.
Yep. And football. They are on
So-
hiatus right now, though.
Yes, they will be
You-
back when the football season starts back up.
We really ought to get together and figure out a date.
Yeah, probably should do that.
Yeah, probably should.
should do that. But yeah, go check them all out everywhere you get your podcast. All their information's always in our podcast notes, so you can always go see, check, click links, all that good stuff.
Yes, please do. And remember, if you can get Golden Image Podcast to over 4,000 downloads
Downloads.
by June 30th, then we
Best day of the
will.
year.
Then we will bring back Slam Jam in the month of September.
I like it.
It'll be fun.
I think so.
But we got to get to that 4,000 mark. So tell your friends. Guys still got
Tell
a
your
long way to
friends,
go.
Tell your friends.
We appreciate all of our listeners, the people who do listen to us every week. Yeah, you guys are something special when you come back to listen to the three of us just babble on about cheeseburgers and taco salads and whatever else we eat or drink as we go wandering around northern Indiana. So
if anybody out there from HelloFresh is listening, I just want to let you know that you guys have pretty decent food, and we'd love a sponsor.
we would love a sponsorship. HelloFresh.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great though?
I would love it because I think your mom's thinking about doing it. So
I have enjoyed every meal I've had from them so far. So
right on.
it's fun. You feel like the chef for a couple, maybe an hour a night. and-
And the beauty of it is you don't have to make decisions.
yeah, exactly. You have to choose between the meals you get in your box. You're like, well, which one do I want to try?
Well, yeah. But then,
and then which ones do I like?
well, then there's that. Do you get to pick eventually from
I'm pretty sure. We're not that far yet.
Gotcha. It's like,
So-
don't send this again. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But you haven't found that yet. Yeah.
I haven't found that yet. I've liked them all. It's crazy.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, we're going to get on out of here. Thank you guys. And we'll see you again in a couple weeks. Yeah. You've been fingered. Later.
Later.
Golden Image Radio is on the air.
Golden Image.
Oh, I finally got a crap this game.
Rock on.
Oh! Wow.
No, no, no,